On a dark, lonely road in the middle of nowhere, outside of Point, Texas, is a property known as Hell House. The drive to the house itself is creepy, being that stretches of the road are covered in trees like a tunnel. There are very few houses in the area at all, and once you are at the house, you don't have many ways for calling for help. Our team has investigated this location and found some disturbing things. There is the spirit of a woman who calls herself the Madam. When our medium was speaking with her, all of the other spirits backed up against the wall to get away from her. She clearly terrified them. She claims to have plucked out her husband's eyes and sewn the lids shut because he was looking at another woman. There are several portals on the property, which allows a multitude of spirits and other things to enter the property unchecked. There is a demon presence as well, with several willing to make themselves known, which leaves us to wonder how many there that don't. There is also the spirit of a 6-year-old girl here named Hattie. She is attached to a doll found in the house. She has a lot of energy and likes to set off the lights on our K2 meter.
Did that say hi?
Yeah, it said hi.
Here I am.
Did you just say what happened?
Are you enjoying having company, Hattie?
Yep.
So where's my camera just went fuzzy. Her parents were slaves when the property was a cotton plantation. The house itself has a horrific history. This house was at one time moved into the town of Point, Texas, from where we do not know, and then moved again years ago to the property where it sits now. When it was moved to Point, a man whose grown son was known for riding a bicycle around town drove his bicycle in front of a semi-truck going 70 miles an hour. Then the man also had a string of heart attacks with no medical explanation before moving out of the house, at which time he got better. The next person to move into the house was a very healthy, middle-aged woman used to working on a farm. Her health immediately took a turn for the worse, having massive seizures, again with no medical explanation. She sold it to another man who claims that living in the house for a short period of time, he would sit on the edge of his bed all day and contemplate putting a shotgun in his mouth and blowing his head off. He finally moved out and tried renting the house out. No one has been able to stay in the house for more than a couple of months. He has now agreed to let us use the house for paranormal investigations. These pictures are from our investigation. This first picture of a couple of our investigators seems fine, but the next picture, something shadowing the face of the woman on the left. The light went from being turned on to turned off, but the picture is still not quite right. This next picture shows a beam of light leading to our K2 meter, which is lit up all the way to red. This wall tends to have a dark shadow go across it into the adjacent bedroom. One person who slept in this room claims that a shadow man used to watch over her in bed at night. We also had major problems with our electrical equipment during the investigation.
Okay, we are at the Hell House in Point, Texas, and we're getting some EMF activity on the K2 meter. Here we've got a couple of them set up, and this one's in the bedroom, the front bedroom, and we're getting some EMF readings there. My camera battery, the one I'm using right now, is almost completely dead, and I've literally been using it for 5 minutes, and I fully charged it right before I came over here. My camcorder won't work at all. It's just making all kinds of weird noises. It won't record. It won't go on infrared. And the screen will go from solid white to stripes to picture. So I can't get any other type of recordings for you guys other than this camera here. So anyway, you can see we've got some major activity going here.
So join us, if you dare, for this one-of-a-kind adventure to communicate with the other side. For tickets and dates and times, check out our website at acrosstheveilpe.com.